Summer's done. Summer's over. What are you thinking?
Ugh, it's still hot. Welcome to Florida.
It is super hot, and I'll tell you, summer is always like notoriously slow in South Florida.
Yeah.
So, how has summer been for you in terms of like a business owner? For me, I've been trying to, I push really hard. I get up really early in the morning because it's hot. By about 3 p.m., I'm trying to get out into the marketplace. I'm an active enthusiast. I like running, working out, getting on the golf cart. So, as a business owner, it's sometimes a good opportunity to kind of slow down, right? Take stock of
Yeah.
what you're doing, your clients. How's that been for CloudSource?
It's been pretty similar. So uh, summer is here for everybody, right? Us included. And so when our customers are able to take a vacation and tell us we haven't been able to do that for many years, makes us feel good, but it allows us also to take that time to look internally and give ourselves a break as well,
That's it.
right? And
Yeah.
so, we just, the summer, we basically use a lot of our time to prepare for what Q3 in the fall is going to be for us.
Hmm. Hmm.
We are expecting with our new product lines to be very busy, quite a bit of growth expected in coming months. And so we just use this time while our customers are on vacation generally. Um, it was prep for Q3 for us. And
That's
so
it. Yeah.
exciting.
That's very exciting. So we're moving toward fall. You have a couple new products that are coming out. We're shifting the agency more toward the financial and mortgage sector. You're still going to be safe with CloudSource in the super agency, but we're going to be moving it more toward mortgage focused, mortgage centric for our guys like David and for Shannon and Angelo and Hudson and all these incredible people. So a lot of incredible content's going to start coming your direction. But what is on your plate from a marketing and media perspective for the next few months? How are you going to get these products out to the masses? What are you going to do?
Well, I think that's part of the strategy that we're working on together, right? How do we bring to market this new innovative offering? And as we evaluate the different ways, it's much like we did today, just kind of go through what we thought was um, something we were very prepared for, and we found a lot of opportunity to tighten it up even more,
Yeah.
which is, always great. I thought coming in here, I was in a really good place with readiness, and then your expert eyes land on it, and I'm like, of course, you're so right. Like you're right,
Now
and
to paint a picture for that, let's bring people into this. You can paint a little bit of a picture. So what he's referencing is when a business owner is coming in and we're creating content, I think it's extremely important for the business owner to be authentic, to be you, 100% you, and you've done an exceptional job dialing into that over time and your message and everything else. I today got a little hyper focused and what we would say in the industry focused on semantics. And what we were talking about, it's the bridge from marketing to sales. So what we were talking about today was the psychology of going from marketing over towards sales. And in a sale scenario, you're not really pitching the product as much in a semantical way in sales. And salespeople, let me know if you've heard this out there. You assume the sales. So I was using like an AT&T as an example, or just a massive company that would be like on a national level. If they were to run a television ad, they're very matter of fact about how their product is going to become a solution for an organization. So to be specific, what we were talking about was actually nothing bad or nothing that we saw like something that wasn't good. What
right.
it was a really good opportunity to sharpen and dial into the sales speak, which oftentimes people don't realize a lot of this video stuff that we do, the content creation, the reels, the social media, the resource that we create, it is just old school role playing.
Hmm.
Right. It's like every time we talk to that camera, even how I'm doing it right now, I'm kind of just, I feel like I'm speaking to a person
Right.
who, and there is a person on the other side of this watching this, but I do feel like I'm having a conversation with you while you're watching this because you do have the ability to go below and comment and get a conversation with me going or ask questions. Like right now, you could ask a question and I'll answer it. So yeah, that was a really unique opportunity.
I'll say it this way, and this is such a portable concept. I think as experts in our field, and we're all experts in our own respective field, we tend to overcomplicate things.
Yeah.
And so today for me was a lot of readiness in that sense. And what you did for us today was essentially simplify it. And so the changes were subtle,
Hmm.
but so much more impactful. In the case that we're talking about, it was tonality
Yeah.
and how you deliver something. And the tonality in that delivery totally changed the atmosphere of the content.
Yeah.
And it was so simple in the grand scheme of things,
Yeah.
but it made the world of difference
Yeah. Now,
in
if
the
you're watching
outcomes.
this, I want you to watch something. I want you to just play it back about 15 to 20 seconds, and I want you to watch Naresh explain what he was just explaining, and I want you to look at me because I'm here in person, and I want you to watch my face light up. I want you to watch me like kind of how you're going right now, right? You're smiling, I'm smiling. That is a real thing. You
Yeah,
really do hear smiles like through a phone or
right.
through a video, and positivity and smiling and happiness is contagious. It's the weirdest thing in the world. I don't like you could literally go into a crowd and just start like laughing and like people will start like looking
Just
at
start
you and be like,
laughing.
"What are you laughing about?" And like I'll start smiling too, like, "What's going on?" You
Right.
know, we got the giggles. So I want you to just see how when he talked about his experience of tonality and that how the message was being delivered, you noticed even as he did it and kind of acted it out, I went from listening to smiling with him. You'll see
Right.
that. That's going to be a very interesting thing that
Yeah.
you'll see. And whenever I'm behind the camera, I make sure that if I'm not feeling that, if I'm not feeling that like that connection, and not everything is smiling, not everything is rainbows and butterflies. I want to be very clear about
Yeah.
that. But there is, you know, that the human connection and the human personality that should bleed through. You always do an excellent job with
Thank
that.
you.
You
Thank you.
you really do.
You know,
So
but the to take that further, Garrett came in and he was talking about we
yeah,
barely exchanged words, but
yeah.
if you notice, he said it, I love your energy. The energy was in the room.
Let's go.
And that was just us just emanating in a
Yeah.
really positive. We're just vibrating at a different angle at
Yeah.
that point,
Is
right?
is the kids are like this? Is the energy in the room with us? That's what they
The
call it. Is
energy is
the
always
energy
in
in
the
the
room.
room with us? So we're talking about Garrett Lachlan. Garrett Lachlan, he is U.S. Health Advisors, the Lachlan region, an exceptional leader and writer of insurance business here in the United States. Um, Super close friend of mine, best friend of mine. You know, I just cannot gush enough about him. But one of the things about Garrett that you kind of instantly noticed is energy is one thing, and negativity is another. So if you'd have like tried to carry a negative conversation, you just see him turn around and walk right out of the
Yeah,
door.
he's out.
You know, not in a negative way. It's just he's just like not. You got to move on to the next thing that's like
Yep.
positive and happy. So I'm glad you felt that, and I'm
Yep.
glad you entered it into the conversation here because people who are going to listen to this, believe it or not, they'll be listening to us and they're going
Yep.
to go, Garrett Lachlan. I know Garrett Lachlan. Oh
Yeah.
my goodness. So it's a really small world. People say, you know, it gets lonely at the top. I disagree with that. I think it gets lonely in terms of numbers and the
Yep.
amount of people that are left and right of you. But there are an exceptional amount of very great, awesome people, you
Absolutely.
know, at the top. So let's talk about. We did a bunch of videos today. Let's talk about those videos. The product itself. You're rolling something out.
Yeah.
Talk a bit about that.
So we're rolling out what we call private AI. And so private AI goes against the concept of what people think of AI today. And there's definitely a stigma around AI where someone's using Claude or ChatGPT or whatever, and it's very valuable in terms of output.
Hmm.
But realistically, attorneys, doctors, folks that handle, even business owners, just any business owner that handle private, confidential data will not put that data in AI because they understand that much that they're giving their data away, right? They're training those models, but they're exposing confidential information. That's a
Yeah.
massive security flaw. So what we've done is we have a very exclusive platform that is agentic AI, so we can build agents on that, but we offer that to businesses.
Hmm.
And so
Hmm.
what's happening is, as a business owner, you can now leverage the full value and capability of AI without giving your information away.
Mm.
And you do that in a safe, secure environment where your data sits with us. We're the protectors of your data, and we are managing how AI engages with your data. So you can feel assured that you're getting the value of AI and your data stays yours.
As a professional who has a license, who understands compliance, I mean, people have to keep records for many years. You never want to put your people's data at risk or your information at risk. I think that's one of the most important topics as we're moving into 2026,
Absolutely.
2027. So we're going to learn more about that. We're going to be sharing more about that at CloudSource on YouTube. You can go to CloudSource on Instagram. Naresh is huge on LinkedIn as well. So there's all different platforms and ways that you can get to know CloudSource. If you want to get to know me a little more, you can also go to thesuperagency.com. If you'd like to head over to our school, you can do that as well. It's 100% free. There's courses and stuff in there that you can get better at social. But is there anything else you want to leave them with before we move into fall? I mean, the next time we do this, it'll be August, so it might be the football season. I mean, it is August, but we're moving later into August, more closer toward September football. What do we got going on? What are you thinking?
No, I mean, listen, it's been, as we started today, it's been an evolution, this journey that we've both been on, right?
Hmm.
So,
Hmm.
we're now 7 to 8 months deep in doing content, and I look back at what we had, when we started the type of content, how the readiness that I had getting in front of the camera, and today we probably did more content than we ever done in the shortest period of time because we just have it dialed in, and that's a testament to the work that you've done with us, the coaching, the training, the expert eyes, and just making sure the quality of work that you put out is just not subpar.
I appreciate that.
So thank you
Well,
for that.
listen, iron sharpens iron. We live in a world that can get it can seem gigantic. It can seem small. There's a lot of things happening in the world right now. It can be a bit overwhelming. I know that there is a climate where people are having a tough time. If you're having a tough time, please like reach out to us. I know that Naresh is really big about mental health, and he's got a lot of men's groups, and man, woman does not matter. Just reach out to a friend, and let us know as we move into fall. I think it's going to be an exciting time. You just got to get around people that are going to light you up and get you excited about life. And if you're not having a good time on the phone and on social media, get off social media and get out there. I will leave you guys with the idea that the journey of 1,000 miles starts with a single step, and the only way that you can get better is if you put your 10,000 hours in. So you got to start somewhere. You got to get better. So I appreciate all the compliments, but I want people to know that any compliment I ever get is an absolute reflection of the people I get to work with. So, all right, we're
Appreciate
going to
it.
see you guys in the fall as we get moving forward. If you're interested in reaching out to Naresh or you want to talk to Naresh, ask him questions about his your IT. You might have questions about what private AI is or how to utilize it in the future. Naresh is like an open book. He is the business owner and CEO of CloudSource, so you're not taking time away from him by asking these valuable questions. He does want to help you, and the same thing goes for me as well. If you're a regulated professional and you have some questions, or you've hit a clog in your funnel, or something is just not working out for you from a marketing perspective, let me help you. I'm here to help you. I have the time, and I do want to make sure that everyone is becoming just a little bit more successful every single day, 1% better.
Absolutely.
Thanks, buddy.
Thanks.